Welcome to Amz-Scraper. In this tutorial we will learn about the options and the functions that you can use in the pages My Sellers, the VIPs and the blacklist. Go to My Sellers. Here you will see a list of all the sellers that you have saved. Amz-Scraper gathers relevant information on each seller, such as the seller's name, merchant ID, tags that you can add on to yourself, the last time that the seller was scraped, the number of items currently in the scrape result, feedbacks in the last 30 days, 90 days, a year and in total. On Add Sellers, you can manually add a new seller to the list by ASIN and seller name or by merchant ID. If I know a seller that sells dropship items and I would like to scrape him in the future, I can directly add him to my sellers list from here. I will go to one of the products that this seller is selling and copy the ASIN from here. And the seller's name from here. Or just copy the merchant ID from the address bar on the seller's page. To add a custom tag to a seller on the list, select one or more sellers and click on Tag or Untag Selected. You can write down whatever you want to categorize a seller or put a note to yourself. To delete the tag, select the seller again and click Tag or Untag Selected. Leave it empty and save. By choosing a seller or a few and clicking on Manage Selected, you can delete sellers or move them to another list. The blacklist is where you can put sellers that you don't want to come across again. It can be because you scraped them before and the results were not relevant for you and you don't want to waste time on scraping them again by mistake. Also on the blacklist, you can manually add new sellers by ASIN and seller name or by merchant ID. On Manage Selected, you can delete a seller that you chose or clear a seller from the blacklist. When you delete a seller, he will be deleted permanently. But when you clear a seller, he will move back to My Sellers. Let's go back to My Sellers. At Manage Selected, we also have the option to save the sellers to the VIPs. The VIPs are the sellers that fits your criteria and are the most relevant for you. Sellers that you found relevant items from scrapping them and you want to scrape them again in the future to find more items. Also on the VIPs, you can manually add new seller by ASIN and seller name or by merchant ID. You can add a tag to a seller the same way as on My Seller page. On Manage Selected, you can delete a seller that you chose or clear a seller from the VIPs. The same as the blacklist, when you delete a seller, he will be deleted permanently. But when you clear a seller, he will move back to My Sellers. The green button is used to scrape a seller. You can select a seller and click on Scrape Selected. Amz-Scraper will take you to the scraping page. You will find the same button on My Sellers page and under the Actions menu next to each seller. To learn about the scraping process and the scrape settings, you can watch the tutorial on the subject located in the scraping page itself, or in the Knowledge Center. By clicking on this button, you can set the number of sellers that you want that Amz-Scraper will show in each page. This is the Action menu. These actions will act only on the specific seller for that row. The first button, Scrape Seller, is another way to get the scraping page. View Seller will take you to the scraping results for that seller. There you will find all the items that Amz-Scraper found from scraping this seller. If you haven't scraped the seller yet, the list will be empty. Refresh Feedback will update the feedback shown if the information is not up to date. The last thing is Manage Seller. That opens another small menu, the same menu as Manage Selected here. That's it. Thanks for watching our tutorial. To learn more, you can find out the tutorials for each page in our Knowledge Center and by clicking the tutorial button.